So I've not done a video with gameplay in the background for a while now. I usually only do videos with gameplay in the background when I'm making a story video or something that I have to talk about for a really long time. Because, I don't know, no one really wants to look at my face for... Why is my sensitivity on like fucking 9? My sensitivity's on 10, insane. Who even did that? But yeah, what was I saying? I forgot. Oh yeah, that was it. I only make videos with gameplay in the background when I'm going to be doing a story video or whatever, because just because it makes it more entertaining, you know, it's something to watch other than my face. And you know, anything is more entertaining than my face. But yeah, I've not done one of these videos for a while, and today I thought I would do one, so I went to put my headset on. Because, you know, I'm playing Halo in the background of this story video, so I went to put my headset on. And then I remembered that I accidentally snapped it in my last video. But yeah, because everyone is doing exams at this current time of the year, well, at least in the UK anyway, I'm pretty sure America has already finished for summer, but UK has like another term, which is probably about 5-6 weeks until we get summer. So not for me, because I'm in the last year of A-level, so I do finish in 2 weeks. But currently everyone in the UK my age, or you know, just a few years younger, is doing exams. Over the next 5 weeks is like when most people are going to be having them. So today I thought I would do a video where I would tell you an interesting story, which, you know, I still really don't know how it happened, but I'm going to be talking about it today, so let's just get right into it. Okay, so because, you know, there's quite a few people at my school finding out about my channel now, especially like one of my teachers. I'm not going to say what subject it took place in or when it actually happened, because, you know, I'm not risking any of that shit, okay? So I will tell you guys that it happened within the past year and a half. So basically in the UK, you do these really big exams when you're like 15, 16, I think. They're called GCSEs. Anyone in the UK will know what they are. I don't know what that equates to anywhere else in the world, but they are called GCSEs here, and they're basically pretty important exams that we take in every single subject that we do, like science, maths, English, geography, whatever. Like everything that we do, you take an exam in, and then you get a final grade at the end of it, and then you get a final grade for that subject, and they're your GCSEs. And the grade that you get in those exams kind of determines what colleges you can go to. It helps a lot when it comes to, you know, applying for a job, and I guess they're like the first most important exams that, you know, people take. And after you take those GCSEs, it's just up to you where you go and what you do. I'm not going to say every possible route that you could take after doing GCSEs, but the one I did was A-levels, which is like the subjects are more complex than GCSE and you study things in more detail, and it's a lot harder than the GCSE version of that subject that you did. So you'll do the first year of A-levels and then you'll take an exam, and if you get a good enough grade you can stay on to do the second year. So currently I'm in the second year of that. My exams to finish them are next week and the week after. So but yeah, so this story took place whilst I was doing A-levels, right? And I was pretty new to the exams and everything, so that might give you an idea of when this happened. But I was pretty new to, you know, A-level exams and everything, and I wasn't really sure how hard they were going to be. So one day what happened was my teacher planned like a mock exam, which isn't the real thing. You don't actually do it in like a massive exam hall. You just do it in your classroom to kind of practice the real thing, I guess. So you can kind of get a feel for what it's like and, you know, get better at them, so when the real thing comes, you're not going to fuck up. So one day we had one of them, and like I said, I wasn't really sure how hard they were going to be and how different they were going to be from GCSEs. I decided to sit at the very back of the classroom, the furthest away from my teacher, just for, you know, no real reason. But the reason I didn't want to fuck up really badly is because although it wasn't the real thing, if you failed these like first few mock exams, you got kicked out. And not only that, but if you do really bad, your friends can see what you got, and you know, your whole class can see that you fucked up. And I'm not sure about you guys, but my friends, they're not the type of people to let that slide, because one of my friends got a U grade, which, you know, if any of you guys don't know, it's the lowest grade you could possibly get. It stands for ungraded. One of my friends got that about a year ago, and to this day it's not died out. His nickname is U grade. But yeah, it's just embarrassing, you know, when your friends find out that you got a shit grade. But yeah, so I sat at the back of the classroom, and my teacher comes around and gives us all the exam book, and you have to do it in pure silence, just like you would a normal exam. So we start the exam, everyone's, you know, sitting one seat away from each other so you can't copy, and I opened the little test book and I looked at the first question, and I was just sitting there like this. I had no fucking clue what it meant. I had no idea what it meant. I had no idea how to answer it. I was just sitting there blank. Like, I just knew I was gonna fail if I carried on like that. So basically what I did was I was sitting at the very back, and the thing is with that, because the classroom, that like the rows of where you sit, they're not in the middle, they go around the end, so I couldn't actually see my teacher. I was facing a wall. So I did go to whack out my phone and, you know, look at a few answers, but I was too scared of getting caught, because, you know, if I get caught, that's worse than getting a bad grade. So I went to the bathroom, right? I tried to like remember as many questions as I could that I looked at, and I basically just tried to go on Google and look for the answers. The key word there is try, because it didn't really succeed, as you could probably tell from the title. But yeah, so I tried to get the answers to as many questions as I could. But the thing is with that, the toilet is like right next to the classroom, so if you're any longer than 3 minutes, I'd say, everyone in the classroom is probably going to think that you just went and took a shit in the middle of an exam, but at the same time, I needed to take a little bit to actually, look for the answers. So I ended up finding out the answers for about 4 of the questions that I remembered. The exam altogether was about 15 questions long, so I was really confident that I got the answers to, most of the questions that I just looked at. So I took about 4 minutes in total, which is probably like on the brink of people, suspecting anything. So that was alright, and I was pretty confident with the answers that I found out. So I went back and I wrote them in. I was pretty confident with it, and a week passes by until the teacher actually marked all of them. So I wasn't expecting an A, I was expecting, maybe a D or a C, which counts as a pass, so I'd be pretty happy with that. And as you can tell from the title, I got my exam back and I failed it. I cheated on the questions, I looked up the answers, and I fucking failed. I mean, I only looked at like 4 questions, but I mean, that's still pretty bad. Honestly, for the scumbag that I was, cheating and everything, I deserved it. In my head, I was just thinking what the rest of the year was going to be like, knowing that I just Googled the answers and still failed. I wasn't really expecting it to be that great, but I made it through the first year. Do I regret cheating on that? No, because I probably would have even got a lower fail if I didn't. But yeah, so that is the story of how I cheated on an exam and still failed. I'm not a cheat anymore, and just so you know, I did get what I deserved for cheating, okay? Not only did I get a bad grade, but my friends knew what I did, and they were taking the piss out of me for getting a lower grade than them, even though I cheated. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like. It really helps me out a lot, and I appreciate all the support. Definitely subscribe if you're new to my channel, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you all in my next one.